And here we are, folks, Monday, September 18th, and episode 11, I believe, of Revenge of the Sis.
Correct.
And post-Juggalo March episode, and the mother of all Patriot rallies. I am Mersh, and of course, with me, my partner in broadcasting, my partner in sexing, Royce Lopez.
What up?
Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop, indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, as you see, we are now honorary members of the Juggalo family. In case that's not painstakingly obvious at this. Honorary, I don't know if we're official members.
But at least honorary.
We are honorary. I don't think, well, you know how the FBI has been with this bullshit thing about, designating them as a gang organization. So to use a gang analogy, I don't think we're full patch members.
No.
But I think we're like prospects. So we got nicknames, we got everything.
What's our Juggalo names?
We were given these nicknames. I am Slim Slick, and Royce is Smooth Fluffy.
Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop, indeed. So I guess we're in.
So we went to DC.
We went to DC. We opened up in ICP makeup. So here's the thing. We went to DC.
All right. So we went to DC, and by the way, thank you everyone that donated, that got us up there. We appreciate that. Number one,
we really do appreciate the help on that. That was really it was a stressful enough trip. So with your help, it was tolerable. So thank you guys.
So yeah, we got up to DC, and we went to cover the mother of all rallies.
The mother of all rallies. Should we talk about that first?
Let's do that
Should
first.
We save the Juggalo stuff for later.
Because Juggalo, yeah.
Juggalo. Let's do this, folks. We're going to break this show down into 2 hours tonight. The good news and the bad news. The bad news is going to come first. And sadly, as Royce just brought up, the mother of all Patriot rallies, that's the bad news.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
Sorry.
It was not great.
Sorry.
The people were great. I'm not going to say everyone we talked to was actually really nice, but the turnout was not what they expected. They were selling it as
the mother of all rallies.
Well, yeah, I guess.
We're literally calling it that. And it was, in fact, I would compare it more to the neglectful stepmother of all rallies.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. The dad that sends you a card on Christmas of all rallies. And maybe your birthday.
The uncle who touched you but also coached your Little League team
of all rallies.
Right.
But again, the people were great.
No, we really met. I'm going to say this. Other than a handful of cunts, which were spread out, throughout the day, and there were very few of them, we met a lot of amazing people at both rallies. So we're not knocking the people, as Royce said. We're just the turnout.
We have to be honest about the turnout. I mean, we got there like smack dab in the middle when they had speakers talking. And if we had to guess an estimate, how many people do you think were there?
Royce went with about 6.
Yeah.
I was thinking maybe 7 tops.
Tops.
If we were going to do Price is Right rules, I would have said 601. Just so I could win.
Just so you can win?
Just so I get to the showcase showdown.
That's fair.
But it was not. It was a light crowd. I think they believed they were expecting tens of thousands was the original estimate, and I don't think they broke 1,000. Now, to be fair, there's been many theories. Well, what did you think was one of the?
Well, my theory was after the turnout was I'm like, man, if you're a Trump fan, he really fucked that rally. The timing of that DACA decision to work with Nancy Pelosi and Schumer. Ooh, doggy.
Don't think that helped your standing with your base.
Yeah, because I mean, again, everyone was like, "Oh, worried." It wasn't.
Because look, not all Trump supporters are racist, but all racists are Trump supporters. So, you know what I mean? Like, you're gonna.
I would argue Sean King is a racist and he's not a Trump supporter.
Fair enough, but you know what I mean.
I get
But I'm just saying, it's a big part of the build the wall, get these beaners out, get them out. They took our gifts, and none of those took our gifts people were there. They were all not there. So that was a big. Trump's entire base is they took our gifts.
Yeah.
So they were, and also Trump, there's a couple of theories. Trump's gotten the economy so good again, maybe everybody was working. I don't know. The GDP is up 3%. Also, I have to criticize and I'm hearing a lot of criticisms behind the scenes of the job that the promoters did for this thing. I think that they just Somebody put it as maybe you don't, rent a stage, get a permit, just buy some bottled water and call it a rally. And I think that there was a lack of cohesion and promoting and getting good speakers. I'll put it this way. I ran into Terry McNeely there who was doing a set. If Terry McNeely was speaking at the mother of all rallies, I love Terry McNeely. But it's the mother of all rallies.
Nick in the YouTube chat says, the Lyndon Perry allegedly of all rallies. So that's another good way to describe it?
Yeah, we'll call it the Lyndon Perry of
allegedly
all rallies. The alleged Lyndon Perry. No, I don't think that's alleged. His name is Lyndon Perry.
Okay, you're right. That's a good point.
But
anyway,
we'll get to him tomorrow. We don't have time.
Yeah, we
for
don't.
That
We really don't. Seriously, we did so much.
We were in the car last night.
Matter.
Like, do we smash this guy? And we're like, no, we got tomorrow's show.
We seriously have 5 million things going on.
Yeah, unfortunately, we want to talk about the good stuff and the good people. But we got to DC, as Royce said, and the hotel did not do very well by us. The staff was great, and it was a nice place. But Jesus, did every little thing go wrong? And boy, did they have some hidden charges there at the Hyatt. Whoo, buddy. Yeah, boy, did they bang us.
We showed up and it was like, $40 to park. I'm like, wait, what?
Plus 14 for valet.
Plus 14 for valet.
Plus tip.
Plus tip.
So that was good. So we got banged for like $60 walking in the goddamn building.
Now the upside of DC, a couple things. It is a service town. Everyone's fucking really, really nice.
Yeah, when you can find a place to get service.
Yeah, that's a very good point. Yeah, we got there. Well, we set up, and number one, a couple things. Every time we were driving around, we kept doing the na 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 na.
It was somebody was going to get fucking murdered on this trip,
right?
With how many times we hummed the House of Cards theme
over and over again.
I think Drew wanted to actually murder us.
Yeah,
we had our friend Drew helping us out behind the scenes, and I just. After like 50 times in one night of going, it's just like, all right, we get it. You've seen the show.
So, so then we set up, and the next day we were sitting down having some breakfast, and we were looking on the screen, and we say, oh, shit, just down the road is the rally. We're like, we better get down there.
Yeah, we were going to have coffee and relax for a few minutes, and then we saw MSNBC was there.
Right.
And we're like, you know how we just got giddy. We're like, let's get out of here. Fuck it. I literally threw a full coffee into the garbage can, and we just ran because it was hot, and we weren't going to lug all that equipment. I sucked half of it down and fucking slam dunked it like Patrick Ewing'd that bitch. Like I hook shotted it into a fucking garbage can at this really nice hotel, and we ran.
So, we headed out there, and we lugged all our equipment out there, and we started filming. Who the first people we ran into were the.
We ran into the night before. Oh, we're getting ahead of ourselves. We were Royce and I flipped a coin for the bed.
That's correct.
And then Royce was mad that he lost the coin toss on the bed.
Very angry.
So there was a little tension there.
A little tension.
At one point, we were doing something. I don't know. Royce went upstairs, and then I was outside live streaming, drunk, and I ran into some folks, and I saw this guy, this really good-looking dude, no homo, who he just was one of those annoyingly good-looking guys. Like he just had like
he looked like Thor.
He looked like Thor, but he looked like also one of those guys that doesn't try. Like he had like a wrinkly polo shirt and cargo shorts on, and like flip flops, and like whatevs, bro. I just rolled out of bed. And
so.
Oh, I hate this guy. And
Mersh got annoyed.
I did. I passed this guy like 3 times in the streets during the day, running to CVS and the dry cleaners and all this. So I'm running around. I keep fucking seeing this guy, and I'm like, Jesus, that guy just annoyingly good looking. So we're out there that night before the rally, and I'm having a drink and smoke, and this annoyingly good looking guy is hanging out in front of my hotel, and I'm like, God damn it, I got to settle this. We have footage of that. If you look at our live stream on one of the fucking pages, I don't know, but I went up and spoke to them. We met the folks from Patriot Prayer. We met. Look, we're going to be real here, right?
Be real.
The people we met were great.
We're great people.
But there was a lot of hokiness.
Yes.
So I want to say in advance, if we tease anybody today, we don't mean any, malice by it, but we met the folks at Patriot Prayer, which is hokey. It is hokey. But the people were awesome. And we met a woman named Based Grandma.
Grandmas.
Well, no, those were grandmas for Trump.
You're right. Sorry, there was a lot of grandmas.
There was a lot of single boomer pussy.
Yeah.
Just trolling around the fucking Moore rally. Like, there was a lot of boomer pussy. And they all wanted to bang us. I don't think we had anybody that didn't want to. That wanted to bang us that was under 45.
At least, yeah.
Everybody that wanted to bang us
had stopped ovulating.
Had a hysterectomy at some
had
point.
Stopped ovulating. Absolutely.
But yeah, so whatever. We met them with this dude Tiny, and it was super good looking guy. His name ended up being Austin, and they were there for the Patriot rally, and they didn't like us at first. Most people were kind of frigid with us, but then when we kind of started doing what we always do, which is just fuck around and joke around, break balls, we were cool.
Yeah, they started relaxing.
Invited us to the after party. We streamed some stuff. We got a lot of good footage.
This is going to be a really, really cool segment that we put together. People are working on it right now. We have a co-director now who is going to be working on it.
Yes, we have our good pal. Can I say?
Hammy
from Calf Crusher Radio, who is, god damn it, we go back with Hammy
forever,
ridiculous amount of time, but he's probably one of the most OCD kind of perfectionist people when it comes to that kind of stuff. So we're like, Hammy, great for this. We love Hammy.
I'll say this, and man, it's weird trying to say serious things when you're in clown makeup.
Listen, let's be serious for a second,
quick,
guys.
If I can,
guys, let's bring the mood down for a second.
Hold on, I'm just getting a report here. Yes.
Let's do our NPR voices.
Tower 2 has also been attacked.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Where are you getting your news from?
2001.
What are those old tickers from the stock exchange?
To be fair,
I
get all my news from the radio and GTA. So
holy shit, you're getting your news from a wormhole. Oh yeah, building to us. What about building 7, bro?
Oh, shut up.
So anyway, we get up the next day, get fucking Congo fisted again by the goddamn hotel. Boy, did they have fun with our assholes.
Hyatt Place. We're gonna have fun with your asshole.
Yeah. Fucking, if anybody ever sees this from the Hyatt, company or whatever,
right.
Your staff at the Hyatt Place in Washington, D.C., second to none at the National Mall. They were all lovely. But holy shit, was it just one fuck up and hidden charge after the other. Fuck the Hyatt. So we get out of the hotel, we get whatever. We finally start going, hey, I think we see American flags and we hear country music and we see, thick white women walking. We're like, okay, I think we know where we're going. So we start following them. We got lost literally in fucking Mexico.
It was
fucking
we
Mexico.
Accidentally walked in to the, what was it, the Mexico?
It was the Make Quetzalcoatl Great Again rally. Holy shit. It was, every girl was wearing every little girl was dressed like they were going to their fucking, Royce knows the word, the 15-year-old
quinceañera. Yeah.
They all had these the guys were dressed like fucking bullfighters and I don't know, Mexican space pirates. Like one of them was dressed like fucking Max Moon. I actually thought it was Conan.
I thought it was Rey Mysterio.
I thought it was Conan, but it was not. Yeah, we thought we saw Rey Mysterio. We stumbled into, I guess, a counter protest of fucking landscape, the kind of music that you would hear off the back of a truck, and the landscapers on the back.
And again, we have to be we have to be honest. They had a bigger turnout than the mother of all rallies.
Yeah, but to be fair, they're Mexicans.
To be fair, yes, all of them got there in 4 cars.
Yes.
So
if we're talking numbers,
I actually believe I have a little bit of audio from it. Would you like to hear a little bit?
Oh, sure.
Sure. Hold on. Oh, sorry. I have to. Here it is. I got it.
This was basically it, though. That's all this was. Everywhere we went, and there were people dressed like goddamn fucking matadors, and
it really was.
And I think I saw the tag team, the Matadors, there, and I think Tito Santana was there.
I think Carlos Santana was there.
Yeah, it was just weird, dude. It was you could tell they were, and we thought, oh hey, we hear drums and stuff. So me and Royce are like, get the cameras ready, and we're walking. Dude, the way this city is set up, right, and the way and nobody came out to help us. Thanks, guys, that said they were going to come help. So Royce and I are lugging this shit around in the heat, jackets on, no Ubers because there's no car traffic. So we're like, no wasted feet, no wasted steps. But we ended up going all the way around the National Mall and ended up in Little Mexico because we thought it was going to be a Trump rally. And as soon as we got there, we went, this is very clearly not a pro-Trump crowd.
Yeah, it was like, it smelled like my grandmother's house. Like, no, seriously, Like, I was smelling rice and beans and arepas. I'm like, this smells amazing.
Dude, Royce was fucking freaking out the Spanish people and trolling them. We would just be walking in, he would go, margarita.
Oh, yeah. What I was doing was, we were walking down, and I was trying to see if I could get their attention. So while I was walking, there was I'm talking about a lot of Mexicans. I would walk down, and I would go, margarita! Margarita! And a bunch of Spanish chicks would just turn in their heads like, huh?
And the thing is, if I had done it, it wouldn't have worked because Royce has the accent. So he was doing it authentically. So people were like, one eyebrow up like The Rock, just looking at me. I'm like, yeah, it was hilarious. And then he would start doing it with guys' names. Yeah, people just kept looking.
I mean, listen, I had a fucking 50% shot. I was somebody there.
Oh, it was fucking amazing.
Yeah.
It would be like going to a college campus now and going, Tyler. They're just looking down.
Chad. Hey, Chad.
Bro, anybody seen Chad? But yeah, no, so we got stuck there.
Yeah.
That was when we tried. We tried very, very unsuccessfully to set up there. Realizing that almost everybody there was probably an illegal immigrant.
There was a point when Mersch got on his megaphone and started saying, "The after party is at Comet Pizza." And the funniest part was the guy that sold us the water, this black dude, goes, I got that. That's a good one.
And to be fair, Jeff Ray actually helped me write the Pizzagate stuff. He was Jeff Ray, special thanks to him. He was immensely helpful. And he really helped us beef up our questions last minute because we didn't really have we had some good stuff written, but it was like, and then Jeff like fucking full autism, like the night before was like, wham, 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 like my inbox just exploded. And usually he'll just be bored and sending me memes, but I looked and it was just, and he wrote a lot of good stuff and helped us out. So thank you, Jeff. But yeah, we set up.
By the way, we're still in Mexico in this part of our story.
We're still in Mexico. I'm screaming about Pizzagate and fucking Tony Podesta's art collection. And we're just getting stares from people. But as Royce said, the guy selling waters for $1, this like homeless black guy was like, my man, I get it.
I get it. I
was like, yeah, that's my dog right there.
And then we're like, capitalism. I love capitalism. Because he was just undercutting everybody because everyone was like $2 for water. It was like $1 for water. I'm like, this guy, we're getting it from this guy.
Yeah, he was the best. And he was cool. And I even and that was the thing. They had guys selling waters for $2, $3. $3 wouldn't even buy them. $2 I would buy your water. $1 we would both buy one, but we'd give the guy $3 because it was like, thanks for not being a cunt. I actually said, Royce heard me at one point, and I quote, said to the black dude, I was like, hey, man, here's $3 instead. Thanks for not being a price gouging cunt. And the guy was like, hey, man, I'm just, trying to. Thanks a lot, bro. So he was cool. But, so we were out and about, and then we didn't have a whole lot of success in Little Mexico. And then we were even trying Royce.
And it wasn't even the language barrier because I was trying to get Spanish interviews, but nobody wanted in, you know?
Yeah, and
honestly, so for all those people saying they're taking our jobs, they're not taking your interviews.
No, they are not.
They are absolutely not taking your interviews.
Don't worry.
I think they had a fear of being on camera so they wouldn't be deported.
Don't worry. Don't worry. News interviews are still locked in by white trailer trash, nosy old ladies, and ignorant black people that didn't see anything but will tell you they saw everything. You three have that market cornered.
Yeah, so
I seen the whole thing. But no, Hispanic people, especially first generation, sometimes second generation, they're very hesitant. They'll be like, fuck you, get out of my face. Like, that's just kind of, they're not going to, everything's a trap. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's just how they are.
ICE is going to show up.
No, thank you.
No, speak.
They just walk away. They really are all Consuela. No. You want to talk to us about them? No.
I have, if you want, I can play a little bit of the video that we took. We don't have to play all of it, but I can play a little bit of the video here that we took.
I'm all for filler.
With the bam.
Good filler.
How's that?
Oh yeah, this is okay. This is let me set it up. We did interviews. We did a lot of interviews like these. These were the grandmas for Trump. They were actually, I met them at the hotel. They're on our live stream when we were checking out. We all checked out at the same time. They were ran into them again. I was like, you guys want to fucking do this, and we did it.
All right, let's play a little bit here. And remember, this is just a rough cut. We're gonna.
And to our Juggalo fans, we got the whole second hour. We're totally getting into the good
trust
part.
Me, we didn't paint our faces. We just want to set up what happened at the other rally and compare it.
The dud rally and then get to the good stuff.
Question is, have you guys ever considered renaming it Gilfs for Trump?
Because you could get it.
Ooh, gilfs for Trump.
Oh, I'm
You know what? I'm open for that. I'm open. I'm
next
open.
T-shirts.
I'm thinking yes.
I like it.
Definitely.
I like it. Now, you said you wanted to say something, and I want to give you your chance to say it. So what did you want to tell our listeners?
There's two things that have never let me down, and that's the First Amendment and my boobs.
I like it. I like it. But that's misogynistic, and that is what we call problematic language. And we don't like that. We don't like that.
Oh,
Perks.
We're old school. We
Those
don't.
are what I call perks.
I have a question. Grandma's for Trump. Why do women on the right hold up so much better? Valid question.
That is good. Let's see.
Is it the lack of like 11 abortions and all the bad tattoos and the stretched out earlobes?
Take years off of your life.
Yeah, it's less abortions, less time on the knees.
All right, so again, they were great, but back to what Mike was saying, it's a little hokier.
Yeah, I mean, they were. Look, don't get me wrong, man. If these people were having a barbecue, I'm fucking
they're
there.
awesome. Yeah.
They were great people, but yeah, they were a little less. You know, they were, and the thing is too, and I don't think the right wing and these fucking Midwestern, you know, people are there. I don't think they're very much used to the spotlight. I mean, Trump just won 10 months ago. They're not like when we dealt with the Juggalos were made way more chill.
Well, yeah, because they've been a group forever,
and they've been a movement for so long, and they've had the gathering for so long, and there's someone, but like they've been a part of. They're like pro wrestling. They've been a part of pop culture, and they've had enough vultures flying around them over the years that they're kind of like, yeah, whatever. Just don't fucking, you're cool, whatevs. But these people were like more guarded because they're like, well, I'm not going to get caught.
Yeah. That's another good point.
I asked some very loaded, like I asked those ladies at some point, who was the worst president in American history and why was it Barack Obama? And they were like, oh, well, that's sort of a leading question. I was just like,
no.
Of course it is. I'm going to fucking do a comedy show. I'm not trying to fucking change the world. I'm not fucking Julian Assange. Get out of here with that shit.
So what else do you want to talk about with the mother of all rallies?
Well, I got to run into my dear friend, Terry McNeely, who I go way back with. When I tell you we go way back, he's Jesus, man. I've known him before I did HSR with Dave and Heather and all those people in Evan. I knew Terry. Terry was one of the first New York comics I knew when I moved back up there. Him and George Gallo. And Gallo wasn't there, but Terry was performing there. And I didn't even know. We were setting up our cameras to get the first round of interviews there and walking around talking to people, and I was live streaming, and somebody said to me, well, no, Royce, was like, hey, make sure you're tagging this. So whatever, I was looking on my timeline, and I saw Mother of All Rallies shared a Terry McNeely feed because we're friends, and I'm like, is he fucking here? So then I went out looking for him, and couldn't find him, but he was backstage at the actual stage. And somebody was saying to me like, yeah, there's some comedian from New York. He's supposed to be here doing stuff. And I was like,
New York City?
And I was like, fucking, is his name Terry McNeely? And he was like, yeah, he's Mick something. And I was like, fucking A. I was like, I gotta go talk to Terry McNeely. So we got footage of him. He'll be in the thing. We were going to interview him, but we're all fucking, he's an alcoholic. I'm a fucking whiny drunk pothead. We all kind of got separated. We were all working hard, but we got some footage of him. And anyway, I was like, well, how do I get to Terry? And then they're like, well, he's backstage, whatever. And then somebody was saying, yeah, if you're press, you can go backstage and get a shot from the stage whenever there's not an artist or speaker. And I was like, oh. And there was a line, and I had these wonderful press passes that we had that was designed by a certain somebody.
Yes. Our secret producer designed.
Our secret producer made us fucking
flawless,
legit.
I mean,
and we ordered some.
I'm talking about. We were walking around and everyone's like, "What are you guys covering?" Oh yeah, it's okay. Yeah, it's like.
And let me put it this way: our press passes were so good that we got very strong reactions from everybody. It just depended on their opinion of the press. So we were getting both good and bad, but it was all good because we were like, God damn it, these things are. Because I was at the Trump thing when they let me on stage. I did my stage thing, and that, like, getting to that part, I saw McNeely. We hugged. We had a moment. It was great. Did the OK symbol on the fucking stage with the Washington Monument and Trump supporters behind me. Fucking A, it was awesome. So that was cool. And then I got off stage and I'm like, guys, we're doing interviews. And that's why I met Scott Pressler, who we will have on the show soon, who we will get to. We had a lot going on. But I was getting interviews and I saw the grandmas again. And then I was like, oh, anybody wants an interview, come see me and my partner. And then some lady was like, you're the one dividing this country with my press ads. And I was like, well, no, because I'm not real. And I had to stop myself because I didn't want to go, we're not really press. So I was like, no, we're not. Yeah, you're right. Fake news. Have a nice day. Just walked away. Yeah, I was just like, I can't admit that we're not fucking highfalutin because a lot of people, the way we were acting, people were just like, you guys seem. Some gay guy he comes up to me and Royce. It's one of my favorite. We got it on tape. It'll be in the documentary. That you will see on YouTube soon. This guy comes up to us, and you can tell he's gay, but he's not like super gay, but he was a little, hey y'all, like Al Gore-ish gay. And he was just like, hey guys, what y'all doing? What press are you with? And
yeah.
And I was like, oh, well, we do our own, like it's an indie media
The
company.
guy wearing the Michigan hat?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like, it's an independent media company, internet based. And Royce is like, yeah, it's called Revenge of the Cis. And he's like Revenge of the what? And we're like, cis, and he's like cisgender. And I'm like, yeah. And he goes, okay, and he walks away with that pause.
Turned around
and he was
walked
chilly.
away.
And we were like, all right, have a good one, bro. And then this other guy is an old man, shirtless, riding his bike through the National Mall. And he comes over and goes, hey, man, what is this rally about? And we're like, it's the mother of all patriot rallies. And he's like, no, man, not this rally. What's going on down there? And we're like, oh, Mexicans.
And he goes,
and then turns the complete opposite
and walks the opposite way from where you couldn't make this up.
This guy was my hero.
You could. He just goes.
He didn't do anything offensive.
No. He
didn't do anything wrong, but you could just tell. He's
said
like,
was,
okay.
And he just walked away.
He was my favorite, and he had in shape, out of shape guy body.
Oh, that's right.
From the 50s. Like that was his body. And he was riding his bike shirtless in jeans. He's just one of those clueless, one of those guys has at least 4 Korean War VFW hats. Oh, that fucking dude was awesome.
That guy wanted nothing nothing to do.
And I had no other. We were live streaming, and the guy goes, "What's going on over there?" And I was like, "Oh, that's Trump." No, the other one. And I just couldn't find another answer other than Mexicans.
Literally,
it was an honest answer
because we didn't know what it was called. What's over there? Mexican.
Oh shit, that was fucking dude.
So somebody also gave Mike. He was standing outside. I guess you want to tell the story. They gave you the toilet paper.
Oh yeah, dude. This was the night before. We were just getting there. It was like I just had my first drink and we got there. I was gonna go outside have a smoke, and I was out, and I guess we were unpacking stuff. Mm-hmm. Oh, I needed a lighter, so I was fucking. We were way up on like the top floor, and we just were like, "Fuck, I'm not going down there back up there for a lighter." So I was asking, and nobody smokes in that fucking in the Northeast anymore. They've stomped that out. So
yeah, there's signs outside of all the buildings say without 25 feet. And the problem with DC is there's not 25 feet away from buildings. There's no such thing.
Everybody still smokes. We were smoking blunts and cigarettes.
We were smoking blunts. We were walking down the street smoking blunts.
Dude, I was flicking cigarette butts off the FEMA sign as we were walking past it. No, it gives a fuck. But yeah, no. So I was like, does anybody have a lighter? And they're like, check in the garage, the maintenance guys. And I went in there. And there was a black guy, and I was wearing a polo shirt, which probably didn't help. And I had my very fashy haircut. So, I got in there, and I'm, talking to him, and I was like, hey, let me get a lighter. And he's like, sure. And I get my lighter, and then he goes, hey, what are you here for? And I was like, we're here for the rallies. And he's like, which rallies? And I was like, we're here for both the Juggalo and the mother of all rallies. It's, 2 birds, 1 stone, plenty of footage. And he's like, oh, you're here? Are you a Trump supporter? And I'm like, no, we're here to cover the rally.
Cover it, yeah.
We're not here, whatever. So he's like, oh. So do you like Trump? And I was just like, and I'm in my brain, I'm going, I got a 80-20 chance here. So I was like, he's a black dude, So I was like, no. And he goes, yeah, my man, I got something for you. And he had Trump toilet paper. And they gave me 6 sheets of it. And of course, I was like, oh, yeah, man, thanks. I'm going to wipe my ass with this.
In defiance, however, Mersh kept walking up to people and putting the Trump thing over his face and saying,
fake news. And
my favorite of all, he would walk up to people.
I was doing this to random people.
He would just walk up,
hold it up and go, China. It was just all night of China killing us in trade. But no, I was but yeah, I had the and Royce will vouch for me. I defiantly as well. I took very gentle, fragile care of that toilet paper.
Correct,
did I not?
you did.
I folded it nicely. I made sure it didn't get ruined because that is our president. God damn it!
Well, it's actually just
And
piece of
also
toilet paper.
because if I don't like people that do the whole politics thing when they're working. So out of spite, even if you're on my side, if you're like, yeah, pro-Trump,
we
I'd be like,
go
you're a
to the
fucking
Hyatt
idiot.
thing, and we're speaking of that, and we're sitting down after we finished them. This is perfect. So after we finish the Mother of All Rally things, we decide, well, let's go back to the hotel. Let's sit down for a bit, relax in the air conditioning, and then go to the Juggalo.
Yeah, we really needed it.
So we're sitting down, we're getting some water, we're chilling for a bit, and I guess the bellhop, your buddy.
No, he was definitely like either the assistant manager, I'd say. He
Right.
was, yeah, he
so
was
whatever. He whatever.
Probably
He's
a floor
sitting
manager.
there and he starts by saying, "Well, I never talk about politics or religion," and then immediately goes immediately goes into politics right away, saying, going like, the thing is that the Mother of All Rallies, no one showed up. When there was women here, there was 1 million women, and people got to understand that, we as men, and again, get ready because remember here comes the first word of the week. He goes, because we have men have privilege. I have seen on the internet many times. I have seen on TV many. This is the first time, and I don't know about you, Mike, unironically, that someone has brought that up as a legitimate argument to my face.
Be careful because he knows about our show. No, but
I'm being careful.
No, I'm joking. Yeah, I don't like the thing was I was trying to make it very clear that I felt a certain way about things, and he couldn't even agree with me on one simple fact. And my only fact that I was chanting was that a bunch of these women that went to the Women's March are a bunch of spoiled cunts who don't work. I didn't say it that way.
He said it worse.
He
PG-13 it for the show.
Yeah, I wiped poo on him. No. Seriously, I dialed it back. I was being respectful. But my whole point of it was like, look, you have these women running around in pussy hats, screeching autistically. There's no actual end game in mind. I'm like, I understand being mad and wanting more and wanting equality and justice and fine.
I don't think if they say that, then that's not going to work, though.
Did that sound dismissive?
Listen,
right.
a little bit.
Tiny bit.
A little bit.
I'll try to be a little bit better.
Please.
So, like you guys all want...
No, that's worse.
And I get that. I want a fucking new car and a blowjob every day.
Mm-hmm.
And I only get, Uber and a blowjob like every couple of days. The point is...
From the Uber
it's
driver.
rough, people. But yeah, when you want to argue with me about how tough women have it, I was trying to tell him that we still live in America, and this is still a pretty awesome place.
It is.
I just watched a fucking ICP concert in front of the Lincoln Memorial. Don't tell me America is not great.
That's the point.
And I was just trying to tell him that, look, we're all angry. The alt-right has a point. The neo-Nazis, not so much, but the alt-right has a point. The white nationalists have a point. Black Lives Matter has a point. Everybody has a point. The Juggalos have a point with the FBI gang
We
bullshit.
learned it that today.
The point is to show up, show your anger, display it properly, like the Juggalos did, which we'll get into later. Holy shit, I've never seen a more perfect example of how to
never
protest.
seen.
This was how you protest.
And by the way,
you
I
make
will
a
say-
lot of noise. You don't break anything.
We
and you
have to
leave.
be full disclosure. We went into the Juggalo thing like anybody would with the stereotype. Oh, they're going to be idiots. Oh, they're going to smell.
We're going to get so much cringe material.
It's so stupid. And we have to be honest. We went into it completely going, here we go. It's going to be a bunch of dumb Midwestern idiots that are going to be screaming at each other.
You know what I felt like? I felt like somebody who gets covered, like sent to cover like Jim Jones.
And
You know what I mean? Or like some other cult, and you're like, yeah, we're going to make fun of these wackadoos. And you come out and you look like this when you do your next show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We got indoctrinated into a goddamn Juggalo fucking psychopathic clown cult. Basically is what happened. But it was done where they did everything right. Yeah, we're getting ahead of us.
So anyway, we're talking. The guy's talking to you. He brings up, privilege and
I was I was just saying the original point I had for him was I was saying, look, you can balance your anger and all that stuff with a little bit of gratitude. Like you're still in America, And wage gap, which I don't believe in anyway, but let's say you do, or whatever you think.
Well, you don't believe it because it's fake.
Whatever you dumb made up.
It's not real.
Fine.
You want me to pull an Australian up? Because I'll pull an Australian up to explain it.
Or
again.
man-made climate change, or all this other bullshit. The point is, you can have your beliefs, go out, march, do a thing, but don't fucking hang on to your goddamn anger and be a bitter bitch with a pussy hat on, screaming at people. And that was my point. And he wasn't gay. I was like, I understand. Do your thing. Do your march. But why are there so many people that are so angry all the time? They've completely buried themselves in their ideology. They're gone. They're fucking gone. They've lost their humanity. And it's like, just be like, I have a miserable life sometimes. Royce, we all have fucking miserable days.
That's fucking life.
But I mean, you try to balance it out. Have a couple of days where you're not just a miserable cunt. And we learned even at the mother of all rallies and the fucking and the Juggalo thing. Everybody that showed up, they had their point, but then they were enjoying themselves. They were still going like, this is cool. Look at all these like-minded people.
We have a couple of comments here coming in from YouTube. But Brendan says, it's a privilege to have to go downstairs in your boxers in the middle of the night to confront the axe murderer the wife swears is in the house.
And or Spider.
And Spider. Oh.
It really is. It's just...
Yeah, hey, women, can you not react to spiders the same way you react to fucking being raped? Thank you.
Yeah, Royce...
Okay, the producer's shaking her head and saying no, they have to. Okay, well, apparently, I tried.
Dude, Royce was talking about like his family and them coming from socialism.
Yeah, oh, that's the thing. So then I'm sitting there quietly, and when Mike looks at me, and he can see I'm fuming. I'm starting to fume because I'm like, I want to relax. I don't want to get into anything. But then at some point when he says, "Well, you have privilege, you don't know," I go, "Excuse me, excuse me." I said.
He did a Mark Levin.
I did a Mark Levin.
I know you called into my show, but shut up for a second. I know my caller screener let you in, but shut up, sir. I am going to make a point.
Hey, Mark, big time fan. Just wanted to say that I think Obama's the worst president ever.
Well, hang on. What do you know about Obama, though?
Well,
because
I know that
you called into the show, and apparently you know everything about Obama. So please tell me, what do you know? Why is Obama so bad?
Well, because you were just saying.
What I'm saying is, I have a responsibility to my listeners to educate them, okay? What is it specifically? Because Obama, okay, he had these policies that are retroactively helping our country. What is your problem, sir?
I don't
with
have
Obama.
I'm actually a big fan.
You're a stupid caller. You don't know what you're doing. This is ridiculous. Mr. Producer, start getting better calls. How many callers do we have left, Mr. Producer? How long do we have to go to break? Because that's a great question to ask on the air. Okay. Well, I literally heard him the other day say, I don't want to take another caller. He said that to us.
He's
a rude,
on a talk show.
Mark Levin is a cunt.
He's not. You know what? I will agree. Not that he's wrong, because he's right about a lot of things.
Royson, I know he's a smart guy, but me and
Absolutely.
Royce, we drove the whole way listening, and we only listened to one Mark Levin episode. And for the rest of the trip, we were just the entire time
talking like Mark Levin,
making points in the other moment. I'm talking, sir. It's my show. I know I take callers, and I don't know why I take them, but you're going to shut your mouth right now. Shut your whore mouth. Okay? Now back to DACA. The policies of Obama carried over to the new administration.
Mark, I agree with you. The thing
is, I'm still talking. It's my show. You just sit there quietly on the phone. DACA came through, and now is he still on the line? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm here.
Shut up! I don't need to know. I don't need to know if you're on the line or not. I don't know what's happening. But stop talking on my show. We'll be back, folks, with more. Wait, we got 10 minutes left in this break?
10 minutes.
Wow. Okay. I guess, shoot.
Food insurance?
What else is going on out there?
Oh, the call screen.
Shout out to my friend Sean Hannity.
He literally said, from one breath to the other, we were listening to the show, he goes, the call screener board is lit up, and I don't want to take another caller.
He said that. I just said that. I was like, it's so
what
rude.
A prick!
He is. Look, we listened to one episode of Mark Levin.
One.
This son of a bitch interrupted 4 callers at least 3 different times and name dropped Hannity twice in one break. He is the biggest piece of shit in the world. He is a miserable man. We were in the car, and I'm just randomly, like, we stopped listening to Mark Levin, and that was in South Carolina. And like 2 hours later, we're in northern North Carolina, and I just turned to Royce after 10 minutes of silence, and I go, is Mark Levin married? Like, I was just still obsessing over this miserable prick.
And the truth is, again, it's not that he's wrong. The guy's a smart guy.
Honey,
However,
what do you want to do for breakfast this morning?
Well, honey,
I was thinking we would go to the diner that we used to go to. I was like, what the fuck? Why do you even ask people things?
he's going to scream at you.
He's just fucking... Why do you interact with people?
Fucking Mark.
If all I'm going to do is just run around and scream, I would just stop. Why would I ask people questions? I want to start doing Mark Levin in my regular life.
Just start yelling.
Just at bars and stuff. Oh, excuse me, man. I know you're really busy right now. Where's the restroom? It's over there. I see it clearly. We'll be back after this. Fucking hate you, Mark Levin.
So
die already. Move over, old man.
Move over,
Let
old
the
man.
Juggalo nationalists take over.
We are officially Juggalo nationalists.
We're Juggalo nationalists. We found out you can be both.
We could be both. Oh, we found out. So, really quick before we go to the Juggalo thing. So then the guy's standing there, the bellhop's standing there, and I start fuming. And then I go, "Excuse me, sir."
Mad. He was so
because I'm fuming. I go,
well, plus, you got to add, we walked 11 miles.
We did.
We
That's
were
weird
hungry,
cranky.
and we were just like in a don't talk to me about anything mood.
Yeah.
Like if he was having a football conversation, Royce
I
would
would've
have been
told him to
pissed.
go fuck
But
off.
he was leveling upwards very quickly.
You guys have privilege you don't understand. And I go, no. They go, you don't think you understand. I go, my grandfather came here from Cuba in the fucking 60s because his country was falling apart. He washed dishes for $1 an hour in the Waldorf Astoria in New York.
Oh, yeah, and then his friend started moving cocaine, right? And then they killed Frank.
Have I told you this story before?
Yeah, and then they killed Frank in his nightclub.
Right. Yeah, you're right.
And then Manny went to go work for them.
So he goes, and he goes, you know what his response to that was? Well, at least you know your culture. They took my culture away. And that's when he started talking like fucking Jesse Jackson.
Yeah.
They took my culture away.
Yeah, he was rehearsing for a mayoral run or some shit. But
and I'm looking at him, I'm like, you're fucking an employee, you're fucking preaching politics to me. I have an idea. Why don't you go make my bed and shut the fuck up?
Seriously.
All right?
Fucking
We paid
asshole.
a lot. The $40 to pay for parking and the 14 for violation include a shut the fuck up and get me what I need fee.
Yeah, they took your awesome culture away.
Yeah, seriously.
Fucking everything would be fucking coming up Millhouse if you lived over in Africa right now.
Everything's good there, right?
Fucking asshole.
And everything's
It's
fine.
literally a fucking. It is the Old Testament on that fucking continent. It's literally the Old Testament on that continent. We fucking took your culture away from you? Good. What do you give us for that? I should get a free coffee at this hotel. A fucking comped room. I should be getting fucking chips for the casino.
You
down
don't
the street.
understand because you're privileged, dog.
Yeah, okay.
Well, he didn't talk like that, but in my head.
Jesus Christ. Man, you guys really screwed us over. Yeah, did we? We'll come back when you're Japanese or a Native American. Other than that, I don't want to fucking hear it, all right, pal?
Yeah, seriously.
Fucking beat it, stupid.
You're working in Washington, D.C. in a fucking Hyatt next to a fucking free muffin bar. Don't fucking act like you're stretching a lion skin in fucking Africa. You motherfucker. No, seriously. Hey, guess what? Cuba still fucking sucks. Guess what my family did? They fucking left.
Yeah.
They don't go, oh, I wish they didn't take my culture away. How they fucking raped people and killed people. Yeah, that's fucking amazing. Let's go back to our own. No, it's fucking great here. You want to know why? Because right now, I can wake up at 4 in the morning, order a pizza, be delivered to my house while I'm playing Xbox in my fucking underwear. Stop telling me. You know, there's not a white.
Can you not do that in Zimbabwe?
No, there's not. Well, there's no pants. It's not a white privilege issue. It's you are fucking. You're an American. Doesn't matter what you are. You're fucking privileged. You motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Stop acting fucking oppressed when you have a computer in your pocket. And here's another thing. Stop blaming the fucking baby boomers or the people before you, millennials, because if you can afford a $1,000 iPhone, stop fucking crying poverty. Sorry, I got heated.
No, I'm annoyed too, and I just want to point out too that when you're in a very, let's just say, effete man, it seems he was a little effeminate, and you're working and you seem very well dressed, and you're a black man.
Hold on.
working-
The PC term I believe, and I asked to make sure was cock gobbler.
Oh, okay, cool. So anyway, say you're, an openly cum drinking man.
That's another one. I like that
in
one.
the nation's capital.
Yes.
In one of the most beautiful cities in the world, in one of the greatest countries in the world. By whatever fucking series of events and chaotic things that happened, you ended up here. And you're still carrying that chip on your shoulder. Enough of you. Fucking enough of you.
And again,
Go put some more fucking paper in the printer in the office.
Now, Juggalos, I will say this. You reignited hope in our hearts for this country.
Yes.
Because
It's all on you guys now. The pressure is on.
It's on you to fucking achieve.
Juggalos are now our last hope.
What were our Juggalo names?
I am Slim Slick.
And what
you
am
are
I?
Smooth Fluffy.
Smooth Fluffy. That's my.
So that's our names.
We
You
were
guys are. Yeah, we're again. I think we're just prospects. I think we're prospective members, honorary members.
Well,
if
here's
you
what we're
will,
gonna do.
We're not, but we're down with the clown.
We're gonna play one. We're gonna play one interview. Of
This
one
was
Juggalo.
my boy. This is what made me start. This was our very first interview of the day, and it was one of the Juggalo guys that just happened to be out and about checking out DC. And this was what made me start thinking. We were stressed for 2 days. But once we took this interview, me and Royce looked at each other. And
We got
it's going to be a
this.
good day.
We got this.
Yeah, this guy's great.
So we're gonna play this interview, and then we're gonna go to break.
Go to
and we,
break,
and we
we'll
come
come
back
back, and then
second
it's
hour.
all Juggalo talk.
All Juggalo.
We save the good
But
stuff for the second
Let's
hour.
play this really quick because I want everyone to know what they're in for. Now, little background before we start this. This was, like I said, our very first Juggalo interview. This is not even where the Juggalo March was. We happened to run into him right outside of the Mexican rally.
He was between the Mexicans and the MAGA people.
Correct.
It was right between the marches.
Yeah. So again, our predisposition was, oh, look at these freaks, look at these weirdos, and you could tell they get it a lot because the one thing we learned when we interviewed these guys was they're always ready to be shit on. They get shit on a lot.
Yeah, because there's always a fucking cunty YouTuber or somebody out there that's like, oh, no, ask him how magnets work or something.
That being said, I used to shit on them a lot.
Yeah, of course.
Because it's an easy target. However,
But to be fair, I've shit on them too, but I'm a comic and I'm like Buckshot. I've pretty much spread my fucking punishment out to people, so they got in their beatings.
now that being said, the reason that they were marching, before we play this so we know, is they were marching because the FBI classified Juggalos as a gang.
Which is one of the stupidest things I think I've heard of in the past 10 years. This is it's pretty stupid.
That's why when we went up there, we didn't think we were going to be on everybody's side, but we were.
Yeah, we thought this was just a thing they were doing.
Right.
So we were like, all right, some kind of fucking marketing thing. They're just doing a thing, whatever.
No, it
and
wasn't
then
that.
Because I just know with the political climate, I thought that they were just jumping on the politics bandwagon and going, we'll do a political theme thing. But then
by the way, I want to say big shout out to our buddy Iraq, because a lot of the questions you're going to see, he really helped us out with. He knew a lot
he helped
about
us
this.
set the tone of this and stuff,
Yeah.
which was really cool.
Yeah.
But anyway, like I was saying, I forgot what I was saying.
Well, basically, they were classified as a gang by the FBI.
yeah, they were classified as a gang, and look. There have been some pretty embarrassing things the government's done in the last few years, but this is probably pretty high up there because Juggalo's been around a long time.
Yeah, I remember a couple of my friends were Juggalos in high school.
Yeah, I banged a Juggalo, a female Juggalo.
Well,
Back in the day,
Juggaho?
Juggalette, I believe is the word.
No, is it?
I think Juggaho is an insult.
Oh, it's an insult. I didn't know that. I apologize to all my Juggalo friends.
More of a non-Juggalo.
Who's a hoe? I got
Yeah.
it. Okay, I got it. Hey, that's fine.
But yeah, so I mean, yeah, I've had my interactions. I mean, but yeah, we definitely set out all right, this will be goofy, whatever. And then I have to give them props because they're the most inclusionary people we've spoken to. They were the most tolerant people we spoke to all day. Questions I expected them to answer sort of typically, where we asked them, are Juggalos and the alt-right mutually exclusive? Can alt-right people be in the Juggalos? They were like, yeah, no, it's totally fine, whatever. Just don't be a dick.
So,
you know what I mean? I was like, all right.
This is our first interview, and this is one, so then we'll go into what we saw when we walked over there. So
We're here right now, National Mall, Washington, D.C. As you know, the mother of all patriot rallies, followed, of course, by the Juggalo March on Washington. And I am here right now with
Chris Jackson.
Chris Jackson. And I got a couple questions for you. People want to know. For our fans that aren't familiar with Juggalos, can I get a quick rundown?
A Juggalo is what a Juggalo is, man. Fuck if I know when I'm down with the clown and I'm down for life, yo.
Very good. I like it. Now, the FBI is alleging that ICP fans are a criminal organization. Is this true?
No, sir. I mean, the only criminal activity I have is a marijuana charge, but gangbanging, nah.
Come on, you can tell me. Is it true?
No, dude. We do not bang, man. We are straight up family love, and that's all it is, man. It's love.
Is it human trafficking? You can tell me.
Nah, man, nah. But maybe. I don't know. It's a little bit on the dark side.
Okay, as far as gang organizations go, how do the Juggalos stack up against La Cosa Nostra or the Yakuza?
I believe that we stack up pretty strong if we were a gang. You know, we got the numbers. Definitely the numbers.
Tattoos and hatchets versus tattoos and samurai swords.
Yeah.
How do you feel about President Trump? Sorry. How do you feel about President Trump compromising with the Democrats?
I don't think that's a good idea.
My man, I love it. Do magnets affect the climate? Also, what role did they play in the recent hurricanes?
Dude, man, if it wasn't for the magnets, man, Houston and Florida would be just fine right now. But them damn fucking magnets just screwed everything all up. Dude.
Rules.
First
That
off,
was the best.
again,
And you know what? To be fair, too, it was fresh in the morning too, so he's probably the freshest one.
Yeah.
He was just getting out of bed like, hey.
now I want after this we'll point out our journey, but we did have Fago
Oh, yeah.
for all the people that we interviewed, and we went on a mission. But we'll talk about the second hour, but let's finish this interview up.
How do they work? What is your position regarding corn subsidies that keep products like Fago affordable for working class people?
I don't know how to answer that one. I'm gonna be honest. I don't really know how to answer that one.
All right. Are the Juggalos the last hope for Western civilization?
Yeah, dude, no doubt. Like, we are the hope for this great country of America.
Now, when we first heard this, we was like, but after we saw it,
They might
God
actually
damn it,
be.
they fucking might actually
legitimately
be.
It's probably
it's eerie how when
they're the only tolerant group in
I
America.
forget they are inclusive to every look. We saw Juggalo Antifa,
only
Juggalo
tolerant
alt
group.
riders, there's Juggalo everything's.
But you understand, I can't even
Juggalo
go,
nationalists like us.
you can't even go to a church or like a frozen yogurt shop or anywhere without somebody being like, "Goddamn Trump, bad, I hate all Blair." This was the only place where we did not experience it the entire time.
Put a little bit more here.
Also, do you have any ketamine?
No, but I could try to find some.
Look how helpful.
I love he's the best.
Look how
This is the
helpful he
greatest
was.
guy ever. Sure, I'll try to
Yeah, I
help you
mean,
out.
I'll help you out. Look at him. By the way, look at him mugging for the camera.
That is a
look
great.
At him mugging
Can
for
you
the camera.
freeze frame that?
I got
That is
it.
perfect.
I got it.
That's my dude.
He
right
is
there.
mugging.
Chris Jackson rules.
He fucking rules. He's the fucking
He was
man.
awesome.
It's a memorial.
Still no luck on that one. Another question for you. Did you
Oh, sorry. You didn't say cut 4. Go.
cut 4? Cut 4. Get
Cut
find
four.
Riddlebox to be too preachy?
No, not at all. Not at all. Not at all. If anything, I found the missing links more preachy.
Were you disappointed when the 6th card turned out to represent God?
Kinda. That's the reason why Hell's Pit was a whole lot better than Shangri-La.
See what I mean, folks? We came prepared, people. Will there ever be a collaboration between ICP and Sam Hyde?
Probably.
For those of you who don't know Sam Hyde, he is a rapper, goes by Zanny Tanner. A lot of people don't know that.
None of that's true.
Are Juggalos and the alt-right mutually exclusive?
No. No.
All right, see, I got to give the Juggalos credit.
Right here, if you freeze frame, to quote The Simpsons, you could see the very moment
We
where
turned
hope,
on the Juggalos.
Yeah, no,
This is where we started
the
turning
very
around.
moment you could see Mersh's heart grew 3 times that size, like the Grinch. Right here, if you look at it, right below us, right here, you could see this is the very moment where Mersh's heart grew 3 times that size, and it filled with cotton candy Fago.
It was, dude, I knew right then. I was like, it's going to be a good day. Like, these guys are going to be awesome.
They were fucking
By the way,
wonderful.
not a single, not one Juggalo said that alt-right people were not invited.
Not one.
Not
Not
one.
one.
And there were Antifa Juggalo there.
That is correct.
But apparently, see, if we had been already, jumped in, is that how they do it?
No, they don't jump you in.
Or patched in? I don't know, whatever. If we were in the...
Do they make you juggle?
If we were in this alleged gang, which we are now, FBI, look out.
Come at us, Yakuza. I'm
Come at
kidding.
us, bro. We
I'm
some
kidding.
real gangsters.
I'm kidding.
But yeah, If we had gone and already had our representation at the time, we could have been the antithesis to Antifa Juggalo. We could have been Juggalo nationalists.
We are Juggalo nationalists now, though.
But we are now. But I'm just saying, it seems as if there's there's an overall thing where it's, the Juggalo family is what matters most. Like, basically, Juggalos have become what America used to be.
Except with more face paint.
Except with way more face paint and a lot more good pot.
Yeah.
And it was pretty much
a little bit more here, then we'll go to break, and then we'll
hour of Juggalo talk.
Juggalo talk.
We love
Excited.
They're actually very inclusionary as opposed to the other guys.
The people laughing in the back was his Juggalo crew.
Yeah, he had a crew.
But
they didn't want to be on camera. And I will say, very early on, initially when we got with,
they were hesitant.
They were hesitant, but they weren't cunty about it. Like
No.
right wingers were the right wingers that don't want to talk to you are like, "Fuck you, Jew media, get out of my face."
Fake news.
Like, whoa.
Trump told us fake news.
Yeah, it was like stuff like that. Like, you're the one dividing us. Get out of my face.
You're the reason Steve Bannon doesn't have a job now.
And I'm like, are you kidding me? I would suck Steve Bannon's dick if I met him. I love that man. But they didn't get it. But the Juggalos, when they didn't want to talk to us, they were just a little more like, nah, we're cool. Thanks. Yeah. But like his buddies were kind of like that. Like, we're good. And Chris was like, I'm down. I'm down. Fuck. If you could pick any Republican to join the Juggalos, who would it be? And why is it Ted Cruz?
It was definitely not Ted Cruz. Is John McCain a Republican?
That's fucking John.
This kid actually knew his shit too, which made him a way better interviewer.
Yeah. He wasn't a dumb dude.
Yeah, he knew all kinds of references and shit. It was great. I mean, you kind of want to get somebody who's gonna have a little bit more longevity. Like, yeah, you don't want to induct a Juggalo into the ranks and then immediately have a Juggalo funeral. So that's not. A couple more questions and then we're gonna wrap this up. Are traps gay?
What do you mean by traps?
Really attractive transsexual women. The ones that look really much like a girl.
Oh, dude, it would.
They're just girls with penises.
I know, man. I mean, if you just turn the lights off, I think you're good to go.
My man, Chris Jackson's becoming my favorite new person. And then final question here: with Brexit, the rise of Trump, and the inevitable victory of Kid Rock, is there a Shaggy 2 Dope congressional term on the horizon?
Oh, dude, if there's not, I'm going to be one pissed off Juggalo.
Thank you so much, Chris Jackson. Thank you for joining us. Our very first interview today, and a parting gift for my man, since he interviewed with us today.
And it's cotton candy.
Listen to the cheering in the background when they found out it was cotton candy. And I want to point out that I was so angry at Mersh because when he bought the Faygo, he goes, I got cotton candy, because clowns. And I wanted to push him out of the fucking vehicle.
He looked like he was going to punch me in the chest while we were driving.
I got cotton candy because, clowns.
To create the backdrop for that, to make it as funny as it was in the moment, at this point, Royce was deliriously exhausted.
It's true.
And we were both farting a lot because we had
we were
super
just eating
pasta.
bad
We loaded
food.
up on Olive Garden the day before.
Food.
It was not good. So we were farting a lot, and tired and cranky, and it was just perfectly timed where I went, yeah, and I got cotton candy, because clowns. And it was, Royce looked like he died inside. He was so angry with me. And a parting gift for my man, since he interviewed with us today.
And it's cotton candy.
Cotton Candy Faygo, Chris Jackson. This guy's my favorite person ever.
Chris Jackson,
Chris Jackson
is my fucking hero.
Chris Jackson's my dog.
All right, here's what we're going to do. Everyone, stay tuned. We're going to take a quick 2-3 minute break. We'll be right back. We just got to go make pee-pee and, smoke and do all that kind of stuff.
All those moments will be lost in time. Like tears in rain.
remember.
I loved Bionic Man. Remember Chewbacca again? Oh, I love to remember Chewbacca. Hey, remember when there weren't so many Mexicans? Oh, I remember.
Wait, what?
Yeah, remember when marriage was just between a man and a woman? I remember. Oh, I remember.
Yeah, I remember that. Wait,
Remember feeling safe? Remember no I say? Remember Reagan? Oh, I remember.
what the fuck's going on with these member berries?
Second hour, Revenge of the Sis. If you want to call in, the phone lines are now open. The number is 954-573-2780. Once again, that's 954-573-2780. That's how you get in contact when you listen live. If you're listening via podcast, I wouldn't call that number because it's probably not going to work. If you missed the first hour, shame on you. However, we were talking.
But if you miss the second hour, shame on us.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, you're not gonna fool me again.
Well, to see it's well, you ain't gonna fool. You ain't gonna fool something. You ain't fooling nobody.
You ain't fooling nobody.
Back with the second hour, we are talking Juggalo March.
That's correct.
And yeah, of course, Slim Slick, Smooth Fluffy. We are with you.
Whoop whoop.
Whoop, whoop, indeed. And just some advice as a new Juggalo. We're having some issues here because we're new to the family.
To the clown.
How do you guys pick and or scratch your nose? Because I'm having like allergy season is still going on here in Florida, and I've got a whole liquor situation going on here, and I can't really get.
I've been trying to scratch my nose because of this face paint.
Yeah, and I mean, I used to do a lot of cocaine, so there's a lot of tricks.
He still does, but he also used to.
But it's hard to, like, even cocaine tricks don't work. So if you guys could help us out with that, 954-573-2780. Show us how we can pick our noses.
Please, Juggalos, let us know how we pick our noses because, we you know what? We're very curious.
Yeah, there aren't enough videos of us picking our nose out there.
No, there's not.
So
we need
more.
more. We need more.
Seriously, we need more. You're helping us, idiot.
So where we left off was we left the Mexican march. At that point, we were exhausted.
I was also doing that a lot.
Our fucking lifesaver, my buddy Drew, shows up after the first one. Because remember, it was just Mersh and I lugging stuff around. It worked out great. It sounded great. It looks good. But you guys do not know the amount of work it took to put this together. When this gets together, it's going to look great and professional, amazing. However, the work we put into it, we were sweating through our jackets. So after that, we decided,
and I got to give props to Drew too. Drew kind of reminds me of Mitch if he was nice and a human being.
Oh, okay, that's good. Yeah, that's a very good description. I've compared him to that too. So we we go ahead and we decide, fuck this. We're gonna Uber to the Juggalo thing because it's number one, way too hot. We're exhausted. We had walked fucking 11 miles. So we go and we Uber out there.
And just to illustrate how tired we were, how hot it was, we were already over budget at this point. Like by the time we got there with all this shit going on, we're like, wow, we already smashed our budget. I'm the brokest out of everybody, and I was like, we're getting a lift. I can't. We're not doing this. I'm not doing this. we're all so beat up.
Because we were sitting there, and by the way, would you say that getting to the Juggalo March reinvigorated you?
Yeah, because we were already we were beat up. I think the McDonald's and finding cigarettes helped because those were both horrendous.
Good point.
Food and cigarettes was a horrendous mission.
McDonald's did help a lot.
McDonald's, and then I had a couple smokes. We smoked a blunt, and we took a lift. But there was something about when we approached the Lincoln Memorial and the reflecting pool, there was something about watching, because we got there and we watched as the Juggalos started marching around the fucking reflecting pool. And the Uber driver was like, "Is this the place?" And we're like, "Yeah, buddy, I think this is the spot." And yeah, like Royce said, we all just kind of woke back up, and we were like, "Let's fucking do this."
I got some pictures, I believe, of the thing. Here's Mike standing there. This is the guy that was holding the side that said "Dragnets, how do they work?" One of the best signs.
That's a great fucking shot.
Yeah.
That was a really good shot.
I was when I said as soon as Drew showed up, it freed me up to go walking around and take good shots. So this was you talking to the Dragnet guy. This was at nighttime. Look at this. That isn't fucking Bonnaroo. That isn't a fucking
No.
music
It
festival.
was a free concert
in front of the Lincoln Memorial by the reflecting pond.
in front of one of the greatest monuments to one of the greatest heads of state who
of all
ever
time
lived in history. It was fucking surreal.
I don't know how. Yeah, that's the only way to explain it.
When we got there, when we originally got there, we got out of the Uber, tipped the dude, walked, we were setting up our stuff. As we were walking, and there's something overwhelming. I guess if you're one of these anti-fa cucks or one of these people that hates America, maybe not. But if you do actually like this country, like me and Royce, there's something about just approaching the Lincoln Memorial and the Washington Monument where you're like, wow, this is breathtaking.
No. Again, it is, and we, we're like, oh yeah, we're comics, we're gonna joke around, but there is something humbling of pulling up to it. Was awesome. It was
cool.
I've never been there before,
but it was something cool. As we approach. And there's this swell of people, and they're all juggalos, and they're marching peacefully, being cool, but chanting "fuck the FBI." And I was just like, I am living in the greatest timeline ever. This is amazing. I was like, this is the greatest thing ever. Oh, it was great. Oh, did you know the Air Force guy?
Okay. I have a video.
They're chanting "fuck the FBI."
If you give me a second, I might be able to even find the video for you because I believe I even got video of this guy. But yeah, so.
And I wasn't there for this. Royce,
you know what? No, I'll tease it. It'll be in the documentary for sure. But I'll tell you what happened. I'm trying here. Mind you, again, we love you, Juggalos. You guys are amazing. By the way, they cleaned. They didn't leave a fucking mess.
No,
they were clean. They were respectful.
That's what I mean.
Thank you.
That's what I mean by they're like literally a cult because like the guys in charge would go up every once in a while and go, make sure you're cleaning up. And these motherfuckers are walking around like they were tight. They're a tight unit. They're like, yeah, let's make sure we keep this, fucking top notch. Because they were getting good press. So they're like, don't fuck with this right now. This is going swimmingly.
Now,
don't ruin this.
Now, the optics of it is, I will say this. So we were standing there and we see this gentleman in his... I
think that's the kid from the video you always play.
Yeah. No, he looks younger. Us Juggalos kid. Us Juggalos.
He
so
looks
anyway,
just like him.
This guy dressed head to toe in the Navy, a sailor, head to toe. White, the white, dressed top to toe, tucked in, looking sharp. I would say Hispanic guy. If I had to guess, maybe Puerto Rican or Cuban or something like that. But that's what he looked like, walking with his cute little kid, little girl, and his wife, white blonde woman. They're walking, and what I said was, they probably didn't know this was going on. And he looked at his daughter and he said, "Hey, honey, I'm back from overseas. I'm gonna go take you to see something awe-inspiring. This is what I fight for."
He didn't lie.
This is what I fight for. Now, again,
to be fair, I thought he was an Air Force guy, so we thought this is what I push buttons for.
Right, but it turned out to be Navy. Okay. So, he's walking, and I look at him and I start filming it because he was walking through all these Juggalos, face paint, people smoking weeds. There's fucking Psychopath records playing in the background. And by the way, everyone's awesome. This is not shit talking the Juggalos. I love the Juggalos.
But it is a bit
it's
jarring.
Disorienting for someone like him who just came from overseas. Now, again, I'm sure if you talk to him, he say that's what he fights for is for people to do this, Of
course.
But
it's the timing.
But it's not that he did anything disrespectful. He didn't say anything wrong. But the sailor's face was absolutely just devastated. Like, that's the only word. Like, he thought he was gonna take his daughter to see the Lincoln Memorial. This gentleman ended slavery. This gentleman ended slavery.
No, it's literally a reflecting pool. One ended slavery and one founded the country.
And the Juggalos are in the middle like, what do you want from me?
What do you want from me, right?
Or, I'm sorry, a whoop whoop. So,
honey, I made you some fake. Oh, we're not doing that bit again.
No.
Fuck, it was great, though. Dude, you watch our live stream, and when you watch this documentary we made, there's no way to fake how much we were enjoying ourselves.
No, there wasn't. At one point, Mersh and I were live streaming with our phones. We had the selfie stick, which again, great idea. I got to say that was Merch's idea, brilliant idea. We're live streaming with our phones. At one point, our feed got picked up by the Juggalo community, so we had our fans and then Juggalos just mixing together. And by the way, again, completely peaceful interaction.
And actually, I was a little shocked.
Yeah.
That our fans on our end.
By the way, thank you guys. You guys fucking crushed it.
Because some of our fans, even sharing the links and stuff was great, but they were also really cool to the Juggalos.
Yeah.
Because some of our fans, no offense, you're sort of cunts sometimes. You're our cunts, and I love it.
So are we.
It's
We actually have a
hilarious.
picture of us.
We're
cunts.
brutal, though, is what I'm saying, and I love it. I would never discard it, but you guys were pretty... Like, you were having fun on the feed, and nobody was being
here's what it
dicks.
is. I think the one thing that all our fans could agree with, and the Juggalos can agree with, is that
fuck the FBI?
Fuck the FBI.
Yeah, that was...
It is absolutely fucking wrong to organize. Look, whether you like their music or don't like it, it's inconsequential. It doesn't fucking matter.
The Juggalos and the alt-right have so much more in common right now
and
than
we
they're
learned
willing
that.
to admit. Because,
And again,
you
the
know,
Juggalos, I'm going to say this. The Juggalos... absolutely inclusionary of anybody from the alt. They weren't shit talking. Of course, there were some Antifa Juggalos, like you said, but there was all different kinds.
There were people.
There was pro-top Juggalos.
There was Juggalos at the mother of all rallies.
Yes,
that were hanging out for a little bit. 'Cause
Right.
They were mixing it. They're not too
but
far
being
apart.
cool. They weren't being dicks. They weren't screaming. They weren't going like, fucking don't grab my pussy or whatever the fuck those fucking faggots do in Antifa.
No, there was, and there were a lot of like apolitical people there.
Yeah,
a
that's
lot
the
of it
thing.
was just people that are like, "Why are you fucking with us? Like, we're not doing anything."
And
You know
again,
what I mean?
the one thing that I think really hit home with us, as much as we were surrounded by people dressed like fucking clowns, the truth of the matter is you can't do this to people.
Hey, I'll tell you who the real clowns are. Yeah, it's those fat cats up in Congress, right? Am I right, huh?
You're out of the
Because
posse. You're out of the posse. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Hey, I tell you, he's making all the town in D.C. Guy who sells all the red tape. Am I right?
So we were. It is fucked up, man. It's fucked up.
No, it is. It's bullshit.
But here's what we heard, and this is true. We looked it up. It's not like they're affecting their job. It's affecting their jobs.
There was, I believe, a woman that couldn't get into the military.
Couldn't get into the military because she was a juggalo, and that was classified as a gang.
There was this guy, Buckshot, that they call him. That's what they call him, and he spoke. This motherfucker sounded like he was going to be running for office at some point. Like he had that. Like he had a mayoral run coming up. The way he was a firebrand, dude. Right. And I filmed it. It was on the live stream, and it will be in our documentary as well.
Yep.
Coming up soon.
Merch and Royce Heal America.
Yeah, it's coming up tomorrow. Get ready, Hammy. Do it now.
Hammy, is it done?
Is it done yet? We've given you a whole day.
You've had a
almost.
whole day. All right. And by the way, we want fucking studio quality.
Yeah, it has to be top notch.
Top notch.
And you have to pay for all our music licensing.
Right, please. And also voiceover work. I'm not going to put you in a tough spot, but Anthony Hopkins or you're fired.
Yeah. Or Michael Caine. We'll settle for Michael Caine.
Hey, look, a grapefruit.
A grapefruit. Here we are, Washington, D.C. Juggalos, the alt-right, and a ruby the size of a tangerine. Why I'm obsessed with I am obsessed with tangerine-sized rubies ever since I saw that movie.
But anyway, again, it's really fucked up because it's just kids like this. This kid has a sign that says, "I'm a student. I'm an American. I'm a juggalo. I'm not a gangster." And we interviewed a lot of them, and that was the consensus was like, "Look, dude, we're just trying to do our own thing, like." And by the way, the other thing is, they know that they've been the butt of the joke for a while. They're self-aware. A lot of people think that they're just stupid. They don't even get it. No, they get it. They had their guard up. Like Mersh brought it up. They had their guard up at the beginning when we were interviewing them.
Oh yeah, very much. As soon as they saw a tripod and a camera,
right,
and they saw like we were dressed like total assholes.
We were dressed like assholes
on purpose because we
course.
wanted to look like I was going with the whole Milo Yiannopoulos vibe, the
right?
whole white coat, Richard Spencer bullhorn thing. So they were like, "All right, these dickheads." Then we had Fago, or we weren't being dicks. Once we did the first interview, and that guy walked away and was like, "Oh, they were fine." And everybody's like, "Oh, all right, they're cool." And we stopped. We just weren't there to be dicks. And once we got that vibe, everybody was being really cool.
By the way, again,
the best part was when we got there, right? And I mean, I'm decked out. I never dress up. and neither does Royce. We were fucking
We
both
really
decked
no,
out.
we really did. We drove up there with our suits and like our hanging in the back and the back
plasticky shit over it.
We were fucking we were taking this again. You guys gave us money to go up there, so we weren't fucking playing around.
No, yeah, and I mean, I had to dust off this jacket that I haven't worn in forever. I got my white Michael Kors jacket out that I hadn't worn in a year, and I was like, we're gonna go hard with it. But and the thing is, and by the way, I lost a $300 pair of Ferragamo sunglasses at the fucking Juggalo rally.
So enjoy Juggalos.
Whatever Juggalo made off and didn't make off because I lost them, but whoever found my $300 sunglasses, enjoy them. Whoop whoop. It's all good. But I had $300 Ferragamo aviators and a white sport coat. We looked like assholes. And
we looked like assholes, man.
We did though. We set up this camera and they were just like, who the? And my favorite part was when I go whoop whoop in the beginning and everyone looked at us in fucking. We literally made the rally quieter.
Absolutely knew that we were not part of it. And at beginning,
whoop. And even Royce looked at me with this pain in his face, like, dude, I have to share this awkwardness with you, you son of a bitch.
It didn't work like we thought it was. It didn't work like we thought it was going to work.
They warmed up to us, but that first whoop whoop, and it was heads turned. They acknowledged us, just not with any noise.
So
we deserved that too.
We did. We fucking were.
Oh fuck! What a great day.
Yeah. So we interviewed a couple of them. Man, it was cool. You know, we were sitting down there, and like I said, Mersh and I were talking like, man, we just checked a lot of things off of our bucket list. Like, if you would have told me 5 years ago that we'd be sitting here smoking weed legally in front of the reflecting pond while Juggalos were around us.
I will say this. We were under budget. We were short-staffed by like 2 guys.
Yes.
We only had a day and a half, maybe, tops, to really get stuff done. So it should have sucked, in essence, because of it was tough. It was overwhelming. It was very much hard work this weekend. And it could have, like anything in life, could have been a little better, I think, if we had some help and some money. But we had the greatest. Like, if we had more time to hang out there and do stuff, it would have been fucking nuts. But it was an incredible 2 days. It was probably one of the, like he said, we checked off so many. Smoking weed in between 2 major national monuments, and it was just fucking surreal. Man.
And again, I gotta say, also we have to give credit.
The fucking women, dude.
Again,
Juggalos have stepped up.
We did not realize that because when you think Juggalo women, you think, oh, here, at least the stereotype is, oh, white trash women, Midwest. No, there was a lot of pretty girls there.
There was a chick in a wheelchair.
Yes.
Who was a solid ace.
Who could get it.
Dude. Their crippled girls were better looking than anybody at anywhere else I saw in DC. They had some. This girl was,
Let's
this girl.
Do you want to play this one?
She didn't like me though. She wanted to hit me. All right, we're here once again. We're gonna hit.
Sorry, give me a second. I still had the
Mr. Producer. What's going on over there?
We have a
play
call.
cut 3, not cut 3 and 4 together.
Cut 3, go. All right, here we go.
All right, we're here once again. We're going to hit off another interview here at the Juggalo rally. I'm here with
Jasmine.
And we're here, obviously, as many people know, the FBI has designated the Juggalos as a gang organization, which is kind of dumb. For those people that are watching that aren't familiar with Juggalos, can I get a quick rundown?
So Juggalos are basically people that love ICP, Insane Clown Posse. We listen to their music.
That's it. Very simple. Now, the FBI is alleging the ICP fans are in a criminal organization. Is this true?
No.
You can tell me if it is. It's all right.
It's not true, man.
All right. Is it human trafficking? You can tell me. We're only asking the hard-hitting questions, folks. Now,
By the way, side note, I don't know if this is relevant, but she did have a little dog that was there, and the dog had the biggest balls. Like, her dog's balls were humongous.
Was he just, I guess maybe he ain't getting it?
I guess not, but they were
Poor little
huge
guys. You gotta
balls.
either get it. You got to get your dog fixed or let him get that poison out. If you guys were a gang organization, how would you stack up against La Cosa Nostra or let's say the Yakuza?
I mean, stack up against them. Like, if we were in a war with them, would we win? Or do we challenge them?
Yeah, like if the mafia or like the Yakuza came after the Juggalos, how would you guys fare?
We're some crazy motherfuckers. Like, they might not last. But then again, we're too crazy to organize ourselves. So, like, we might not last.
Okay.
We literally got the most reasonable answers from every Juggalo we spoke
But
to.
by the way, I will say I think you're wrong, dear, because you guys organized really well.
You organized better than the Trump supporters did.
when I told them, here's the thing. I told some of them, I go, honestly, guys, I got to tell you guys had more people here than the Trump guys. They go, really? Like, they didn't believe it. They go,
no way.
They go, really? Like, they didn't care. They were just like, that's weird. Like, really?
They were like, wow, we just thought that racism was more popular than ICP nowadays. I guess we were wrong. This is true. Japanese people are very organized.
Oh, yeah.
So do magnets affect the climate? And if so, what did they have to do with this recent hurricane season?
What does what?
Oh, okay. Here's where
This is where
This is where
it got a little. We turned it around.
Did you?
We turned it around, didn't we?
Did you, though?
I don't know.
Did you
I
turn it
can't.
around?
I don't remember. It was a long weekend.
Okay, I remember that.
I hope we did.
I remember that she wasn't happy. I remember that. I believe she's about to say, "Oh, you're one of those."
How do magnets affect the climate, and what role did they play in the recent hurricane season?
Guys, I don't know, man. They must.
You're one of those guys.
Okay, I'm getting. It's so hard.
You watch
I don't
it.
understand.
You did this.
I don't understand.
You did this, and you watch it.
But the thing is, right? Like I could go into any scenario and be fucking bull in a china shop guy, and I don't even know it's happening when it's happening.
I hear you.
But when you're watching it, you're like, this is so cringe.
Take the hurricanes, they attract them with their magnetism, and then they just pull them to, kill us all.
Are Juggalos the last hope for Western civilization?
Probably.
I'm hearing a lot of yeses now today. What's your position regarding corn subsidies that keep products like Faygo affordable for the working class?
Corn subsidies. They're not supposed to be very healthy for you, right? And they're cheap. Oh, I don't know. I'm unopinionated.
All right, well, that was still a smarter answer than we got at Mother of All Rallies.
We got. Listen, again, there was a lot of people at the More Rally that were great, but to be fair, we did get a lot of
reasoned answers.
Yeah.
As opposed to like, hey, what do you think about corn subsidies? Drain the swamp! That's not even what I was...
What does it have to do with anything?
Well, that's fair. Did you find Riddlebox to be too preachy?
No.
That's the first...
It's perfect.
Perfect, I like it. Will there ever be a collaboration between ICP and Sam Hyde?
I don't know.
If you could pick any Republican to join the Juggalos, who would it be, and why is it Ted Cruz?
Any Republican to join the Juggalos? I mean, there's already Juggalo Republicans, though.
No, but I mean like, a mainstream one, like a Ted Cruz or like a Mitch McConnell.
From what I hear, Ben Carson's a cool dude, but yet again, I'm unopinionated because I don't know shit.
Ben Carson's
All right,
a cool dude.
another great freeze frame. Royce is the
really good at that.
Royce is the king of the freeze frame. Like, there's nobody. He is the freeze frame kid. He's a fucking. You are an awesome
psychopathic clowns, baby.
And it's like she's making a weird face, but she still looks really cute.
Oh, she does.
Like,
No,
it's
she was
hilarious.
very
Like
cute.
You got the like she's mugging for the camera. But it's perfect.
So
That was great.
Yeah. Again, man, we had. I had a blast. I know you did too.
Yeah, we had a blast.
But
It
again,
was tiring, but it was one of those where we were miserable on the drive home.
Yeah,
but
and
not because of the trip. It's just all the work we did. We were like, God damn it! But it was worth it. Like we must have once we took turns saying it's
on the drive home.
make sure turn down your computer.
Did you actually answer your live? I have to mute my
Yeah.
shit.
Hey, caller, who's this?
It's Cordette Holiday. I just want to say that redhead jugglet, she wanted Mike Shields. She wanted to get down with this clown. I'm a body language expert, and she wanted to get down with this clown. You guys misread that situation.
Do you think so? Because Mike was saying, Mike said that he thought that she was angry, but you know what? Actually,
you can usually spin that into that.
But you're right. Watching it again towards the end, she was smiling a lot.
Yeah, he
You
was
might be
saying
right.
she wanted to punch him. Yeah, she wanted to punch him with her ovaries, dude.
You know what? You might be right. And now that you know what? Now when she sees this, and she's going to be watching, and she sees that you're down with the clown.
I fucking blew it, dude, because she's a fucking.
She was really hot.
Yeah, she was really hot,
Well,
and
I
she
just
was
gotta
awesome.
go to all the future Juggalo events now. You're fucking fucked now, dude.
sucks, man.
Listen, look. If the Juggalos invite us to the gathering of the Juggalos, we will go speak.
We will go there.
You guys changed my mind entirely. I used to joke about the gathering of Juggalos. I'm going to the next one.
Look,
I don't care. I mean,
dude, it turned us around. We were joking in the car the way up. We're like, oh, here we go. They're going to smell me. Again, we'll be honest. When we showed up, we were like, holy fuck. If every fucking group that was protesting gathered like this, we wouldn't have any fucking problems. Hey, Black Lives Matters. Hey, neo-Nazis. Hey, fucking everybody. Do what the Juggalos do, man. They just fucking chill. They smoke their weed. They don't bother anybody. They're not punching people.
And I will say this too.
Exactly. And I'm hearing lots of reports. There's actually lots of high quality weed.
It was really good.
It was good weed. It was really good looking girls. It was really chill dudes. Like it was
crazy.
Nothing wrong.
It's not what we expected.
And even the protest aspect was done where it was like, we're gonna make a little noise. We're gonna make our point. Then we're gonna throw a really loud concert, and we're gonna go home. That's what they did,
and they were cleaned up. And they cleaned up.
Not a Starbucks window broken anywhere.
There was no fucking. Yeah, there wasn't McDonald's cups floating in the reflecting pond. It was fucking fine.
Dude, the fucking people that protested the pipeline in Dakota were way more disgusting than Juggalos. Yes. The supposed environmentalists, the water defenders.
You could actually calculate that mathematically. You could calculate how many tons of garbage were generated by the North Dakota pipeline, what the fuck ever protesters, and then compare it to how many, maybe there are like 3 or 4 hefty bags of trash.
Yeah, there was probably
more like 20 or so. You could actually calculate a mathematic ratio and compare the two.
It was.
I'm going to jump off here and let you guys have your show, but if you go to the Gathering of Juggalos, I will totally come and be your roadie.
Awesome.
We're planning it.
Yeah, we are. We're figuring it out. Thanks, man.
That's great, man.
All right, love you guys. Bye.
See ya.
But yeah, no, I will say this. I have had probably the last couple of major things that I've paid to go to. Like paid to attend, whether it's like a big rave or an EDM thing.
Bonnaroo for me.
A fucking sport. Yeah. I had more fun at this for free in the middle of fucking DC.
I will say cost-wise, I will say money-wise.
Yeah, I mean, other than the trip and having to do the thing with the cameras, but I'm saying going to the thing.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Considering that it was a free concert.
Are you kidding me? It was awesome.
The people, look, at one point, because Drew, who was there, actually went to Bonnaroo with us, with me and my friends, and we went over there, and he was telling me that man, this looks just like Bonnaroo. Yeah, go ahead, Ron.
No, before we take this call, I just want to say too, shout out to Big Hoodoo, who I was very impressed by.
Oh yeah, really
that entire set he did on stage. I was like, God damn, this dude's got the goods, man.
Hey, caller, who's this?
It's Nick Smart.
Hey, what's up, dude?
What's up, buddy?
Hey, buddy. So yeah, I'm sorry I didn't go with you guys, but I had to stay at work so I could afford to pay to send you guys up there.
That's fair. That's fucking fair.
Okay, look. All right, hey, I have no fucking retort for that. I'm just going to shut up now because that was fucking good. I don't even know what to say to that. All right, that's fair. What a dick.
I mean, the only thing you missed out on is now you can't be an honorary Juggalo like we are. But besides that, you know.
That's true. That's true. It's very true. But, yeah, I mean, you guys missed out. I wish you guys could have stopped by. I'm a little pissed that, do you know how hard it is to try to get your money back after you put in an order for cocaine and hookers?
Oh, man, it's nigh impossible.
But here's the thing. On the upside is, you still didn't waste your money. You just have more hookers and more cocaine for yourself. I mean, come on, let's be honest.
Well, it's impossible to get anything back if you don't fuck the hooker. But with drugs, you can sometimes exchange them for other drugs.
Oh, that's a good point. So you can get different, better drugs.
Yeah.
By the way, we were on some Juggalos. We have lines on ketamine if you need. Okay, we can hook you up, dude.
Yeah, dude. If you want to just do
the deposit on the donkey show, though, that was the one that was really tough.
Oh, I'm sorry, dude. Well,
here's the upside though. Take it to the Mexican march, and they will eat it. So
yeah, they will. They'll eat it, or they'll march with it on their
float.
Carne
de burro.
Yeah, or they'll put it on their float and march. I don't know. They'll do something. They'll figure something out. They're Mexicans. They're resourceful.
Bring it up from a tree, turn it into a piñata.
Yeah, they're resourceful people, those Mexicans.
That's right. I mean, they fucking know how to get here, that's for sure.
So I figured out, too, I know what the proposal is going to be now with DACA. This is breaking news,
Breaking news, guys.
You're hearing it only on our show first. Apparently, Donald Trump has worked out a deal. He will get the wall. Unfortunately, it's going to be a rock climbing wall.
Oh, no! I heard the other side. The other side's going to be a slide in. You climb the wall up
That's
and you
how he's
just
getting Mexico to pay for it.
lands into a
$15
nice, clean,
in.
chlorinated pool. And then you immediately get a welfare check. Fucking A.
Oh, shit. Hey, dude, thanks for donating, man. We appreciate it,
We really do, man. Thank you guys so much. You
Hey
guys have
guys,
been
I'll
amazing.
call back tomorrow because I've got some stuff to say about this whole Lyndon Perry shit.
Don't worry.
don't
Tomorrow
guys.
it's
We'll
going to
get that.
happen. It's going to happen.
We will get to I Hypocrite. And that
No, we promise.
His fucking weirdness.
Yeah, what a fucking
He's
weirdo.
just doubling down on his creepiness.
Yeah, seriously.
Oh, man.
We were
He's got
we
stuff
were
going on for
around
you guys.
we were around a bunch of juggalos, and you're still the weirdest person I've ever met. LP.
Yeah.
All right.
Honestly, I if we were in D.C., we honestly should have spoken to some representatives and tried to get legislation passed to outlaw autism and Windows Movie Maker.
Oh,
you shouldn't be allowed to have both. Fucking kill yourself, I hypocrite, you
You
asshole.
want to arm retards, but not with movie makers.
Yeah, beat it, pedo name.
All right, man, take it easy.
Shit.
Later.
Yeah, we'll get to that tomorrow. We're doing too many things.
Yeah, we're too busy for you, stupid.
Yeah, seriously, come on, go back to Reddit and cut and paste some shit and post these fucking
we're gonna get all dolled up like this
Yeah,
and then
seriously.
talk about you. Fuck out of here.
Get out! Seriously,
This is the Juggalo episode.
this is not your episode. This is the Juggalo episode.
You know what? Tomorrow might be another Juggalo.
Yeah, we don't
episode.
know. We're
'Cause
fucking
you're not
playing it
that
by ear. You're
important.
not an important person.
You're not bigger than Insane Clown.
You don't mean very much to us.
Or anyone.
We beat you up really bad,
Yeah.
and then your fans beat you up really bad.
We made your own fans hate you, stupid.
Yeah, fucking
We're
seriously.
enough of you.
By the way, it took him fucking 2 weeks to edit the worst video in America.
Oh, really, dude?
Okay,
Do you know how much we got done in the time it took you to make that video?
We drove through 5 states, filmed a documentary, ate steak dinners, smoked weed, watched a concert, drove back, and are currently filming an episode in higher quality than it took you to make in your fucking Windows Media Maker and Audacity without all the right plugins.
But you're doing great, though.
I picked my nose. My nose is of legal age, so
That's
tomato. Potato.
Hey, oh, bing, bada bing. But anyway, back to the Juggalo.
Back to things that matter.
Shout out,
Back to
as I was
things
saying
that
before we got
matter.
that phone call. Big Hoodoo.
Yeah.
If you guys get a
Big
chance,
Hoodoo
check it
fucking
out.
rules.
He was really good.
Yeah.
And that was when we started, I think, going like, oh boy, we might not leave here non-juggalos. There's a problem here.
At one point, Mersh and I...
We're now gangbangers.
Mersh and I, when we were walking through their live streaming and all the people were talking, we forgot we were filming a documentary and thought we were just at a fucking party.
Yeah, we were just hanging
At
out.
one point, we were walking through and
Checking out pussy, walking to the
ground.
ground.
At one point, I remember Mersh and I, we were filming, and then at one point we had stopped, and then I look over at Mike, and he's nodding his head, and I'm realizing, oh fuck, I'm nodding my head too.
We were nodding our head.
That was Big Hoodoo when Big Hoodoo was on. I was like, oh shit, oh this is good. And then at one point we're like, just started getting into the concert. We're like, holy shit. And the surrealness of looking back and seeing the Washington Monument, and behind them was the fucking Lincoln Memorial. It was fucking insane.
Dude, and then one of the guy, the buckshot that kept doing the speeches and stuff.
Yeah.
He went up on stage and announced that there was some really expensive watch found.
Right.
And that just come see him. And if you can describe the watch, you get your watch back. Like, it was the fucking weirdest honor system. It was, I don't know, man. It was outrageously, it was surreal to be there.
Yeah.
Living in this timeline, realizing that we're basically taking the train to Crazy Town because the Juggalos are now the voice of reason in this country.
They
and will
absolutely
probably be a political party by fucking 2016.
Man, I'm telling you, and again, I got to say, we've joked a lot, but seriously, everybody out there that we met, you guys were awesome. And again, we went out there expecting the worst, and you guys blew our expectations out of the water.
Yeah, and we got some compliments of people like, no, man, you came correct and you were cool to everybody. You showed respect. I'm like, no, you don't understand how me and Royce operate. We are major, like we have this issue where we just take whatever people give us, we magnify it a gajillion times, and we give it back. So it's like we were just excited and having fun because everybody was so cool there. If everybody had been really awful to us,
This would have been
probably been very
This would have
awful.
been a different experience.
We're very capable of being awful, but it was like, how do you we've had people turn us around all the time. If you come on, we're cool, and it's you had that chance, buddy. You know who I'm talking to.
I will say this: when we were talking to some of the more people, we did bring up like, how do you feel about Juggalos being classified as a gang and Antifa isn't? And they agreed. They were like, I will be honest, most of the people we interviewed didn't have a problem with the Juggalos either at the more rally. Like, one of the grandmas for Trump, if you keep the interview going, they said, yeah, no, my kids' friends were Juggalos too. They used to come to the house all the time. Like, they don't, there's not this, we thought, and again, we made the mistake that it was going to be this big opposition. It wasn't that.
Yeah, because we believe fake news.
And that's
Fake
the other
news.
thing. If you believe what people are saying out there, people weren't fighting with each other. No one was yelling.
Both rallies, everybody was having fun. There was nobody not having fun.
Yeah,
that
that's
day.
a very good
Everybody
point.
we saw was having fun.
You got proud to be an American at the Moore rally.
Yeah, dude, and the music, Jesus, the Juggalos, the music was so much better.
I can't
and
believe
I never
you said
thought
that.
I'd say that phrase.
And also, Merce pointed something out. Their music aged way better.
Yeah, dude, it holds up because they were playing like old school ICP in between.
Great Malenko stuff.
Yeah, and like we were filming and we're walking around. I'm like, is it just me or does this music date really well? Like, there's certain things that don't date well. Go back and watch like Billy Madison. The movie's garbage now. You go and listen to like, certain bands and you're like, this is terrible. But they actually date pretty well.
There's someone says she's a mother of 3 now, grown, and she's a juggalo. There's a lot of people here that are
who are being affected by this dumbass
It's
gang
fucking
designation.
wrong, dude. It's fucking wrong.
And it's your government is doing this to them. They're doing it to the alt-right. It's a constant test of how much you'll let the government stand on your dick.
That's a very good
If you're
point.
allowed to stand, if the Juggalos put up with it, then they'll go. We'll start saying the Justin Bieber fans are a gang or whoever the fuck
But that's the point. Like, and I know it's probably hack now to say it, but it's probably hack because it's correct and people say it all the time. It's like, if they come for one group and you let it keep happening, they will come for you. It doesn't stop. It doesn't stop with one group. If you start putting people as a gang because you don't like what they say or because a small minority of them are doing bad things, you can't sit there and villainize people.
Dude, rap fans in general, and I'm not talking about ICP fans. I'm just talking about rap fans nowadays, like all this mumble rap and shit.
Right.
A lot of their fans are pieces of shit. There's a lot of metalheads that are pieces of shit. Like, you can find any fan base, like I'm sure you can find a bunch of Kiss fans. I'm sure 1% of them are kid diddlers.
Good point.
And fucking gangbangers and bikers. I'm sure you can find fucking any kind of fan base. And you're going to get the same average percentage of people that are shit.
It's the same way that they try to paint all conservatives as fucking white supremacists. It's the same tactic. And I think that's the issue is that, you cannot villainize people. Whether you like their music, whether their music sucks, whether it doesn't fucking matter. People should have the freedom to do what they want. And I would rather live in a fucking country where juggalos are drinking their Faygo soda in front of the fucking Washington Monument than they're fucking arresting people for saying the wrong thing. Look, and we're not even joking around. Look what's happening in England. It's happening now. This isn't like, oh, you guys are fucking crazy. You're overreacting. No. There's police forces in the UK right now telling people if you see hate speech contact, it's $1,000 fine. They will arrest you. They will come to your house by force and take you to jail.
This is a
That's
test
the
run.
issue.
It's a test run for tyranny.
It
It's
is.
a test run for overtaxation and more government control. They're trying to control the internet. They're trying to control hate speech. They're trying to control. And the thing is, they're changing the definition. This is why I don't like any kind of laws about really any restrictions on anything. Because what you do is you create this precedent and you go, look, we're going to start stomping out hate speech. But then you start changing the definition of what hate speech is. And eventually everything's hate speech. Eventually nobody. Remember when they started taking words away?
Oh, I remember.
Oh man, but remember the N word?
Oh, I remember the N word.
Remember the F word? Yeah.
Oh, I remember.
But yeah, so and they slowly started taking these words away. Did it make anybody hate anybody less? No. But now you can't joke, you can't have fun, you can't break balls, and it's gross. And now they're doing it with music fans, and they're saying you're a gang, and now that you're a gang, we have you under our fucking boot.
They're
it's gross.
picking, and that's the point. And think about it. It's they pick on them because they figure, oh, well, they're dumb clown people. No one's gonna fucking stand up for them. No, I went there, and you know what? I don't give a shit. I would rather fucking paint my face right now, 35 years old, and stand up with these people because at the end of the day, you cannot let the and I'll do this for anybody the government is fucking putting their boot to, whether it be the Daily Stormer are, as shitty as they are, should they not be allowed to exist? No, I don't fucking think so. And that's the problem. You cannot. That's why when for many years we talk about the slippery slope of free speech and what people can say and how you silence people. They are legally silencing people, affecting their jobs and their outcomes, and they think they could get away with it because they're a bunch of Midwest kids who don't live by the ocean and aren't going to fucking Berkeley and pretending to get an education. When at the end of the day, every one of those juggalos is going to go to a technical school and make more money when they're 25 years old welding shit while you're getting your female gender studies and telling people, words are hurting me. So you know what? Yeah, I'll paint my face, you know? And anybody else that they're going to try to shit on. Because you cannot isolate groups of people like that. It's absolutely wrong. And you know what? At the end of the day, I'm not Mr. I'm proud to be an American. But it's fucking un-American.
Yeah,
This is more un-American than the whole, we're not letting refugees in. No. This is worse. This is a worse crisis because they are affecting the people who are born here and live here and telling people what they could do. And it's the juggalos. And then it's after the juggalos, it's going to be conservatives and country music people. All country music.
It already is conservatives. Everybody's a racist. Everybody's, very good everybody's a bigot. Everybody's an Islamophobe. Everybody's a sexist. It's like you're just dehumanizing people and you're not actually letting them get their point. And by like sectioning us off like this and creating these factions, we're just the Juggalos are literally the most united, diverse group I've fucking seen. They're better than Antifa.
And MB, who's a Juggalo, says they just asked questions in a non-degrading manner and were cool about it, which made me want to learn more about. Yeah, see, that's the thing. Like, that's the point. If
we're gonna bust chops, like,
obviously
we're a comedy show. We're not gonna be boring. So of course I had to slip a Magnets reference in there. Of course I gotta fucking be goofy about it.
But at the end of the day, I'll say this: you won us. You guys won us over.
Yeah, and apparently some of our callers tonight, and some of our fans, dude. A lot of people that were following us live were like, I've turned around on these guys. I'm like, right? So I hope. Our hope is that our coverage has helped you guys. I know we're not some fucking massive show,
but it's somebody.
But we have a good audience.
That's what disappointed me. I'll tell you what disappointed me. You brought that up and you reminded me. With the amount of people that were there, the media coverage was abysmal to none. We were probably the only crew that was set up there with a camera actually do. Think about this. There was
some people got there earlier because there was. I've seen some pieces start to come out. What was one of Reason magazine? I think did something.
Right.
Vice, I think, was down there. But
Vice was there.
I think Vice was.
That's you could follow them by all the pumpkin spice lattes they left and all the scarves
and their fucking cargo shorts.
Oh yeah,
and their fucking cool. Their cool hair.
Hey man, we're reporters just like you.
That hair that looks way too styled for having been out in the field for 4 hours, man. Fucking wind-blown feathered hair, fucking assholes.
Yeah, seriously, you're fucking out there, but you don't have any fucking stains on your diesel jeans.
Yeah,
go fuck yourself.
Fucking some guy with a fucking pedo mustache and a beret and a mullet. fucking
eating an artisanal burrito.
Exactly.
Go fuck yourself.
What is it like to be a juggalo? I'm from Vice.
Jesus Christ! No, seriously, we're glad because this is wrong, and I think that's the point of this show. This show's it's still pretty young, I would say, but I think that's the point is freedom, man. At the end of the day, it's about letting people say what they want to say, whether you agree with it or whether you don't. Yeah, we're gonna bust your balls. Yeah, if you're an idiot, we're gonna make fun of you. That's what the fucking country's about. But rounding up people is not fun in any sense of the word. You cannot round up people because you don't like what they say.
Well, we do have another segment of our audience that we don't want to completely run off. So,
I see. You're right.
I get don't totally
let me fix it. Let me fix it.
Up.
Rounding up Americans.
There you go.
Is completely wrong.
Rounding up patriotic Americans is wrong. There you go. Globalists, it's okay.
Globalists.
Commies are okay too.
Yeah. Run them off.
Yeah.
But not juggalos. Yeah. Not hardworking American juggalos.
Well, if they're commie juggalos, I'm okay with that.
Oh, fuck.
But we had an amazing time, and we were shown an amazing time. And honestly, I hope I didn't misread that situation. If it turns out I could have banged.
You're still
with the giant ball.
Okay. Who was the one that said? Was it Nick that called and said that?
It's before that. I think it was the other Nick.
Yeah, the other Nick. Let me tell you something. You guys think that this is a bit? No, I know Mike very well. Later on tonight, we're going to be standing outside. He's going to be smoking a cigarette. And he's going to go
out of nowhere after 5 minutes of silence.
He's going to say, "Do you really think I fucking blew that dude? like, do you think that though?" So if you don't think that you affect us, you affect us.
It really does. It's going to be in my head now. Like, dude, she was cute.
Fucking head.
If you're watching this, was it Jezebel or Isabel?
Not gonna sleep with you. That's for sure.
Jasmine is what it was. Jasmine, if you're watching this, hit a nigga up.
He could show you the world. As long as they accept an EBT card, motherfucker, show you the world.
Oh, fuck.
By the way, the other thing that we're excited about that you have to see is the adventure we went on to get the Fago.
Yeah, that was a fucking oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah,
we went on an adventure.
It took a while. That took some dedication to get it, but we got it. And then when we got there with it, they were like, they acted like we were handing out fucking $100 bills. They were fucking so happy. And then we ran out and they were like, "Ah!" Like it was the most disappointed. You guys have Fago still? Now we're all out. Oh. Like it was a whole, like when you hear a small crowd moan. Oh.
Well,
I walk away like, sorry guys.
I'll say this.
Next time we go, we'll fill a trunk.
It was an amazing experience, and you're right. We will fill a trunk, and we'll go
when we come to the gathering. Whoop whoop.
God, by the way, Juggalos, you get us out there. We'll do it. We will broadcast live.
Somebody talk to the guys at Psychopathic Records, who I wrote to.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Well,
yeah, we'll figure it out. Now, with that being said, now's the time to chill just a little bit. We're not going to bug you anymore with the PayPal because we got up to DC.
Yeah, we got that.
We thank you. But now we want to talk about our Patreon. Patreon.com/We're Not Sorry. Give $1 a month. Give a little bit more if you can. But that's going to make us get out there and do things like this. We want to go out to these events. We want to see what's really happening. We don't want to rely on whatever the news is telling you, whatever they're saying, and trying to pit people against each other, because we went out there looking at the news just like everybody else, thinking this was going to be a shit show. And at the end of the day, my fucking hope for America went through the roof, seeing that this could happen. These are people, and by the way, this is a bunch of white kids. There was black kids there, Hispanic juggalos, all fucking kinds. And by the way, same at the Moore rally. There was black people there. There was Hispanic people there. The guy we were talking to, big Hispanic guy.
Dude, they let Black Lives Matter speak at the mother of all rallies.
Yes, they did.
So it's obviously, oh man, fucking Nazis.
It's not this divisive thing. So
it's they're hyping this shit in the news. And it's really gross.
And by the way, we're already foreseeing demonetization because the stuff we're going to talk about.
Yeah, we're going to get banged. We're under review as it stands right now. And we're going to get hit. So patreon.com/We're Not Sorry. And if you can't commit to money every month, you can do a one-time deal. Like you're allowed to give us just a couple. Right. If you want to throw a couple bucks into the pot, it's just literally going to.
And we're gonna eventually have exclusives for the Patreon people. That's what we're working on. But obviously, it's like the chicken and the egg situation. We did get to DC. It was amazing. We're gonna put out a really, really, really good documentary out there on YouTube. So keep an eye out for that. If you're watching on YouTube, subscribe, hit the button, and also hit the little bell next to the button. That'll give you a notification when we're live, because YouTube's getting smart. Even though you subscribe, if they don't like you, they won't pop you up.
Yeah, exactly. So and then we're already getting banged on that and on iTunes and all that. So please rate us high on iTunes, YouTube,
Facebook.
Like our videos, do anything you can to kind of bug their algorithm.
Yeah.
And help us out, and we will continue. And anybody who actually did donate for this trip, we will have a special little.
We do.
We'll have some special shout outs for you and stuff for everything you guys.
Yeah, we haven't forgotten. Tomorrow there's going to be another show. It's going to be a little earlier than this one. We're thinking probably around 5. Maybe
maybe 4, because I got to get to work tomorrow.
You got to get to work. Let's look around maybe 3 or 4. We'll let you know tomorrow for sure the time. Thank you everybody for listening. We're going to keep this going. We appreciate you juggalos, and for you juggalos, whoop whoop
whoop whoop.
For the people at the Moore rally, you know what? You guys want to make America great, and at the end of the day, your heart's in the right place. You can't be mad at that, right? You can't. And if every rally was like this and everybody was like this, I think everything would be better. And to fucking say that we found out firsthand that the fucking media is stirring shit would be a goddamn understatement.
Yeah, they really are just pieces of shit.
Pieces of shit. Thank you guys for listening to Revenge of the Sis. Tell your friends. We're just going to get bigger. We're going to keep working out there for you. We want to go to as many of these as we can. Thanks, guys. We're out of here.